I need a little help with my calculus. Can you integrate my natural log? As you wish, Captain. I must comply with all direct orders. Goodbye.
Hello. We're back, and I've just turned the fan off, so the suffering timer has now started. Suffering, you say? You mean the suffering of the quality of this stream and every stream? No, not specifically this time. I mean just temperature suffering. Because it's still hotter than a, I don't know, volcanic bollock here, and it's just fucking horrible. So, apologies if I don't know, die of heat stroke in the middle of this.
I think I'll initiate an unscheduled rest cycle while you're...
In an attempt to offset the horrible heat wave going on in Europe at the moment, we're going to go to this sublight station thing, or the station they want. Basically, we're going to go somewhere as cold as possible, and space is kind of cold, supposedly. Yeah, I don't know. Didn't think about who to bring, actually. Fuck it, bring Felix, I guess. No, actually, we'll bring Pravati.
We're out.
Yeah. So, we'll do this, and then we got one or two other things to clear up on, but we will be back to Byzantium before long. I think I just needed a breather from it, because... Ugh. Hopefully you understand what I mean by that. You might not. But yeah, it's rough there. It's rough here.
Think there's a generator somewhere?
Maybe. Oh yeah, so this is a UDL thing. But yeah, so remember when the Groundbreaker, their radiators weren't working properly and everyone was cooking to death? Yeah, well that's what's happening to me. And it's not fun. My, what the fuck? Ellie, do not do that. We discussed the dangers of creepy Watson technology, and we said we're not going to teleport around the place. Pavati's staying in one place in time and space. I know you're a maverick and edgelord, but gonna give me a fucking heart attack. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, overheating. Like my brain. But as evidence... Sorry, I keep coughing for some reason. I'm sure it's not anything serious. Not like there's a disease going around or anything. But yeah, like my kitchen tap can no longer produce cold water. That's how hot it is here. So I either have to put ice cubes in everything or drink directly out the shower head. And I'm not going to tell you which of those I went for. But yeah, it's fucking rough. It's bad here. You know, some people... evidently, a lot of people thrive in the sun, judging by the amount of dickheads going to the beach, but I'm not one of them. I mean, someone who thrives in the sun, not necessarily a dickhead. I might well be a dickhead. But that's a whole other discussion. So we need to figure out what happened. Actually, we don't need to figure out what happened here. We literally just need to take over it and then give it to Haagen-Dazs, who will give us money. That looks important. Oh, it's blank. Maybe it isn't then. Sweet. Again, I wish to pick up everything and to lockpick wasn't the same button. Because I like to look at what's in there first, which I can technically do and should have done. So that's the solution to that, you dickhead. Anyway, moving on. Oh, first dead body. In this location, anyway. Whiskey and a sniper rifle. Sounds like a good night. But what was he sniper rifling? The mechanicals, I guess? That is my guess, because from the last one of... You alright? Auditioning for Mario, are you? But yeah, according to the last one of these we did, the last sort of satellite relay station thing, that was full of haywire mechanicals, so my guesstimate is that this might be the same. Hence why I've got our big electronic grenade launcher out. As opposed to an analog grenade launcher. Oh good, our friends. Our best friends. That's probably not the best thing to use for that. Neither's that. Neither's that. Fuck it, can we shrink a landmine? Let's find out. Not so much. Permanent concussion. Having been hit in the head one too many times, your mental faculties have been permanently affected. Yeah. See, that's certainly true for me, but since unfortunately in real life I don't have the opportunity or the option to reject that, I will reject it here to live vicariously through Duncan Spiv, who at this rate, despite his woefully low intelligence, might end up being smarter than me, which is a whole new horrific direction for this blind LP to take. God damn it, I'm trying to do that safely. But whatever. So far, seems more abandoned than dangerous. I'm sure we'll come across something. But, someone leave the kettle on. What is that noise? What's that noise? Hopefully that's picking up. That's weird. That sounded like a draft or something. I'm pretty sure if there was a hole in this ship, we'd know about it. Just pipes being weird, I guess. Ah, UDL identity cartridge. That might be useful. Probably not right now, since all the restricted area signs are obviously defunct. Is that a thing? Looks busted. So do you. We go around in a circle. What the fuck? What's he doing in there? I expected to see you, but what the fuck? This is taking a turn for the Resident Evil.
Let's give these little fellas a wide berth, Captain.
Fellas? Oh, fellas. Hi, fellas. Yeah, if we can avoid them, we should. Unable to access memory cartridge. Well, that was a lot of fucking good, wasn't it? Terminal power below 5%. Terminal in maintenance mode. Restore power to station in order to do anything. Alright, so secondary, restore power that way. That way, past all the fellas, incidentally. I see you, fucker. Oh. Really? Fine. Are you fucking serious? The final boss was the landmine the whole time. Modify generator mode, normal. Disabling emergency lighting, activating and flushing the toilets. Error flushing toilets. That's not good. That's not something you ever want to hear. Status report. Critical issues 1. Non-critical issues 2. Critical issue 1. A toilet in the maintenance barracks does not flush. That is a critical issue. Non-critical issues. Sensors indicate outer Vita gas is leaking from storage tanks. Outer Vita gas is toxic to humans. Oh, it's our friend, the gas. Admin override. Priority set to non-critical. Management does not utilize the... Okay, so someone came in and changed that to be non-critical. That's sus. Also, the air freshener's running low. Repair toilet? Oh dear.
Oh, I see you have activated your holographic shroud, Captain.
Have I?
Excellent. Becoming indistinguishable from an authentic UDL trooper will prove advantageous to your current situation.
Will it? Because we haven't met any other people here. Also, hi, I didn't know you could just appear on other places.
A UDL vessel has been tracking our position and just recently docked with the station.
What?
They are patching into the station's transmission lines now. I cannot stop...
I've been waiting for this day since we tagged your ship in Cascadia, Captain. Wait, who are you? No one told me we had security forces deployed on the station already.
Ooh. That was a close shave. So they're coming in behind us. That's... Ah. Everything's perfectly alright now, we're fine. How are you? Star Wars reference. That's need to know, soldier. Now depart before you're reassigned to sewage detail. The smuggler's been handled. Your team isn't cleared to dock at this station. Please leave. Please leave now. Bye. My team has already handled the issue, soldier. Your squad can depart. Yeah, basically. I feel like maybe threaten them with a mild threat might be. We're a better liar than we are persuader.
Roger that. Just as a precaution, I'm sure you won't mind if we turn on the station's security systems. Can't be too careful. We hate to leave this location undefended after a close call with outlaws.
Yeah. You shouldn't even know about this station, soldier, let alone interface with it. Do I look like I need some old rust bucket as backup? As you say, you have a safe trip back. Can we get away with this?
Shit. Thanks for the warning. Last thing I need is to get fined for overriding security on a restricted station.
Yeah, too
My
right.
team and I will just head out then.
Best do.
The UDL gunship is undocking from the station. They appear to be departing into space.
Nice. I've never been great at de-escalation.
No, I can imagine. Cool. I wonder how bad that would have been. Like an entire gunship full of them coming in from the back. Could have been rough. Also... Okay, good. There is there, so... We can decloak. But we do still need the disguise for getting around the auto mechanicals. Although where we go to do that, I'm not sure. I guess we turned the power back on so we can go that other route first. That makes sense, doesn't it? Does it? I don't know. Maybe. You won't mind me, just a regular UDL guy doing regular UDL things. Tip-tappity computer tap. From Kimball I. Kimball? Why does that name seem familiar? That was the guy at the very beginning who not the one who was with the I don't know, fucking parking attendant guard who was trying to get to the unreliable ship and all that, and we sort of kind of slightly sent them to die. Maybe it's the same guy. Or maybe it's just the same name. Who knows? I suppose it doesn't matter. You asked that I reach out. I'm doing so. Is something amiss with the team? How's their morale? Their commitment to the project? To redacted. Of course morale is low. You gave those PhDs tanks of nuclear scrambling gas and no warm bodies to test it on. What did you think would happen? They can test on each other all they want, but no one lays a hand on my squad. I'm installing safeguards in case anyone challenges that decree. I feel like maybe this is a different guy. Maybe part of the same family, because he seems to have more authority than the random lackey did at the beginning. I might be getting the name completely wrong. Maybe he wasn't called Kimball, but it rang a bell for some reason. Ah, well, doesn't that explain it? I was just saying, someone in the family. So the Kimball here, Kimball I, is the father. Kimball A is his son. Well, by the way, just, you know, I'm defaulting the gender there. It could be, they were, when we saw the first Kimball guy, might not have been a guy, because he was head to toe in the lemon armour gear. So, you know, it could be Annabelle Kimball and Isabel Kimball. Yeah, I'm creative. Anyway, point is, once upon a time there was a princess who trained to be a soldier, while the other princesses got jobs at canneries and counting houses. The soldier squinted down her sights at the firing range and made sure she hit the target every time. Then one day, a not very nice man offered her a job at an ivory tower, far, far away from the kingdom. The princess could provide for her ailing father, her lovely child, and her goofball husband, but she would have to stay locked in the tower until the doctors could find a way out. Once she thought better of her choices, the princess applied for early dismissal, but no one listened. The end. I love you, Angelica. Maybe you can write me a better ending. Give your father a hug and tell him I'm sorry for missing another birthday. Mom. Ah, well, glad I put in that slightly awkward disclaimer, because it turns out they were both women. So, Angelica and... well, we don't know the mum's name, but there we are. Cool, I guess. Doesn't really matter either way, but there we are. So that's the story. Well, I feel a bit bad now that, retroactively, that I sent Angelica to her death, but, you know, it was ages ago, so don't worry about it. Right. Time to disguise and try to slip past some robots. Alright, fellas. Just a regular Joe. Oh, do you want to maybe do something about him? Never mind. Oh, shit. Nope, that's fine. I'm just a regular... Why is the fucking door locked? Shit. Not that way then, I guess. That's a bit of a pisser. We did everything we needed to, so... Oh. Come on. I feel like that should work. Thank you. Just a wonky angle. Ow. Fucking hell. Yo, I'm not even going to bother.
Watch your step.
Yeah, well, I got around it, so it doesn't matter. Ah! Fuck's sake. Ow, 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 ow. Oh, okay, the landmines weren't the only problem. Apparently this entire room is electro-death. Good to know. Sorry guys. It wasn't personal. Okay. So our disguises run out, but it's fine because I don't think there's anyone around here at the moment. There is hopefully a way to turn off all that electrical bullshit. Security routines. Disengage checkpoint security. The UDL Electro Floor 3000, what an inventive name, is online. Brilliant. That's that sorted. Oh, you need a hacking skill to turn it back on. Interesting. Log from Mama Bear. Kimball came by asking if any of the docs had been around. I told her what I know. It's been quiet, just ask Alpha. She walked off with a spring in her step. Okay, weird. Then she requisitioned a UDL Electro Floor 3000 for my checkpoint and a crate of concussion mines. Guess she didn't believe me. Is she preparing for war? She's acting like she knows something the rest of us don't. Seems especially uncomfortable around the docks. Huh. Alright, so... Kimball, knew something was amiss. Ooh. That works out. Yeah, concussion mines. Feel like they were doing a bit more than giving me a concussion, I'll be honest with you, but you know. God, it's the most annoying thing is just the blur that it puts on the screen for absolutely ages. I suppose if I eat something that'll go away quicker, won't it? Bread noodles. That'll do. These seem like cozy living quarters, don't they? I mean, I suppose the bed is as far away as it could possibly be from the toilet, but still. Doesn't seem like a great time, does it? Moving on up. Moving on down. Stole every dead person's personal belongings. Now we can move forward. Right, the room. The important room.
They've been left here all alone.
Are you talking about the people or the mechanicals? What the holding tank. Dr. James Guthrie. Status alive. Extremely unstable condition. Subject will need extensive nuclear resequencing for any chance of viable extraction. I'm so sorry it ended up like this, James. We will come back for you all and fix this, I swear on it. Please forgive us, Dr. Eva Chartrand, Dr. Lorelei Fowl. We came across something like this before, didn't we? Somewhere else where scientists fucked up and then, you know, dangerously hurt someone and then put them in a kind of stasis tank and said, it's not our problem, we'll come back and fix it later. And then obviously didn't. Failed somehow. Kind of fucked up, isn't it? Charles McNulty. Alive, unstable condition. Subject should not be revived until he can actually be revived. Sorry, what? There's that guy, but Charles McNulty is... Oh! Oh, hi, Charles. God, they couldn't even do you the courtesy of keeping you the right way up, huh? Doesn't sound pleasant. I think I'd rather just someone let me die, if I'm perfectly honest. If I were in that position. Just rather than a very, very indeterminate chance of maybe being revived someday. If there's a medical breakthrough. See, 1,217 days since anyone was here. Modify systems access protocols. What does that do? Byzantium. Sublight override cartridge. Ah, this will give them what they want. The place. Brilliant. Cool. We did it. Why do I get the feeling that Haagen-Dazs will not be too kind to these people in stasis? Although, I mean, what's the worst they can do? They're brain dead already, so you just go pull the plug on them, I imagine. Might be the kindest thing at this point. Active team members, inactive team members. Goal: further the chimeric sciences via the targeted modification of human nuclein using strands obtained from halcyon native fauna, Raptidon. So again, Raptidon experiments. Leave the fucking Raptidons alone. Station morale. From Redacted. It has come to my attention that a culture of distrust has soured relations between 1066 research staff and security personnel. Many of you have submitted requests for early dismissal. To the research staff, the importance of your work supersedes any interpersonal conflict. To our security personnel, there will be no early dismissal. You will also notice that your employment contract has no set end date. Ah. We can enjoy a discussion of morale and its impact on success metrics once the question of humanity's place in the Halcyon colony is answered. In the meantime, get back to work. The same caring manner we've come to expect from UDL and anything twatty and bored-like. Although this is an Auntie Cleo's thing, isn't it? So I think they might technically be a competitor. We almost lost Charlie. It was a runaway resequencing shift. Once it started, it kept going, spreading beyond the isolated tissue to a full-blown systemic infiltration. He said it was like every organ was itchy. I told him we'd ice him, freeze him until we could work out how to reverse what had gone wrong. What did he say to that? Every time Law walked by me, she rubbed my shoulders and asked me to take a different reading. They didn't need to be taken, it was just to keep my mind occupied. She's been checking on me every hour since. What did he think about that? Was he fine with being frozen? I guess he was. Marginally better than itching inside your veins, I guess. We had to put Claire on ice today. She and the others drew straws. You can't get through ice with a straw. Claire lost. The change was slower this time. At first the resequence stayed within normal parameters, but then it spread again, just like with Charlie. Maybe now might be the time to fucking stop. I know your boss said not to, but it's a job. It's not, maybe not worth putting all of you into a coma for. Tomorrow I'm reaching out to my handler directly. I need some answers. Well, we know how that went. I wonder how Guthrie's doing. I hear symphony music from under his door. Has been entered by Dr. Fowl. I had to prescribe Dr. Chartrand enough sedatives to knock out a primal. Yesterday morning, Dr. Guthrie and I drew straws to decide which of us would be the next test subject. He pulled the short one. No new developments. After all our sacrifices, it still feels like we're miles away from a breakthrough. Eva hasn't forgiven herself for the losses. Maybe some time away from here will clear her mind. The board confirmed receipt of my report and transmitted our recall notice. We're just awaiting transport. Again, transport that would never arrive. I'm willing to bet. I wish we could take some time away from the project to clear our heads, but we're not even close to that point. Yeah, also difficult to clear your head when you're in a coma. Is anyone listening on this frequency? Redacted, who is this? Chartrand, E, I'm the project lead on 1084. I wanted... Redacted. Station 1084, you have orders to maintain wireless silence until a mission end state is achieved. Chartrand E, executive override, password antediluvian. Redacted. Audible sigh. What can I do for you, Doctor? Chartrand E, the board told me they would deliver my queries about our transcription problem on the Cornelius Vanderbilt. Where are we with that? Redacted. I'm afraid I can't provide an updated status at this time, Doctor. Chartrand E, the assault cruiser should have arrived on Earth by now. My query was addressed to the Chimerical Research Department at George de Hevesy Institute in Budapest. Do I need to know all this? This feels like quite a lot of fluff. Redacted. One of my associates will reach out when we have an update. Chartrand E, when? Aren't you in contact with the assault cruiser? What happened out there? Redacted. Station 1084, misuse of this channel is a fireable offence, as is abusing your executive override, save in cases of emergency. Chartrand E, damn it, this is an emer. Transmission ends. And then they blocked him on Twitter.
Job done. We can go home to the ship, right? I've been missing Ada fierce.
You've been missing Ada?
Chartrand? We've seen that name before.
Have we?
Back in Cascadia.
Oh. So... Care to elaborate?
Something on your mind?
Yeah. No? Okay, do we follow that up at all? I don't know. Chartrand, yeah, maybe. There's been a lot of names, honestly. Oh, that's annoying. We only need one more lockpick and we could get in there. Piss. There's got to be one lying around somewhere, isn't there? Surely. How irritating. So yeah, that seemed to be a lot of things to just say, you know, what, company fucked him over again. It's happening everywhere by the seams of it, so you know, that's how it goes. God, I really want to just find a lockpick, and because we only need one to see what's in that door. there's got to be something. Was there a vending machine somewhere? Could... Ah, there's not going to be, is there? Well, damn it. Never mind, if I'm that bothered, I'll come back off stream. We did it! That was kind of uneventful, honestly. It's a problem with the blind LP, sometimes you're gonna swing and miss. Also, I'm drinking this horrible blue gunk, which is supposedly healthy. Doesn't help me speak, I know that much. Ugh. I felt like I needed to down it before it got...
Felix and Parvati discussing the latest...
Oh, aren't they always? Felt like I need...
Captain, I wish to offer my commendations for convincing the UDL's gunship to leave HRS-1084. I did not favor the idea of being stripped and sold for parts.
Nor would anyone, Ada. Nor would anyone. Yeah, no, my drink was getting warm, so I had to down it. As grim as it is, it would have only got grimmer. Right, back to
Destination reached. The
Haagen-Dazs.
groundbreaker.
Took your time, as always. What else did we perhaps need to do? There was this. There was... Okay, that's back to Fallbrook. Ah yes, we were in the middle of committing insurance fraud. How could I forget? And then Parvati's got to have her date. Oh yeah, some modelling outfits for the creepy fashion woman. I actually did 2 of those, because I figured that wouldn't amount to much until you do the final one. I also don't have a Marauder helmet yet, but I figured that would be easy to get, so we can polish that off at some point. Alright, Martin.
Have you tried our dehydrated water tablets? Just add air.
Don't need to. I'm already dehydrated.
See for yourself. Make a choice. Spacer's choice.
Alright, see you, Martin.
CNP Bourse Pocket. Can be macro and Bourse Pocket.
Feel like that elevator ride wasn't long enough, really.
Finally, a base of our own. Soon we'll have eyes on every corner of the system. Well done, Captain.
Yeah, she's gonna... I think I know what the answer's going to be, but we'll float the question out there.
I heard about that. While my lawyers scratch their heads wondering how we deal with human salvage, I'm leaving the researchers in hibernation. Aside from the automated security, did you meet any resistance at the station?
We could lie about that. Well, I've no real reason to, I don't think.
I knew it. They've been shadowing us since Monarch, maybe even longer. I've been less than honest with you. Your assignments weren't strictly about the salvage business. You might have figured that out already.
Nope. way too stupid. I knew you were cryptic in general, but didn't know exactly what was going on. The UDL person did say they, since Cascadia or something, they were following us, so, yeah. But, yeah, I did also notice stuff, that the rare gas reappeared, and some, well, Ellie pointed out that the names were the same for them. So, yeah.
You have an eye for patterns. Good. We need more contractors like you.
Not my eye, I'm afraid.
After the Monarch job, I started
Ellie's
connecting the dots. I didn't like the picture. Then what we found at Station 1084 confirmed my fears. You and I have stumbled onto something big. Something none of us were meant to know.
Oh, the truth about the human tailbone?
I'm thinking more along the lines of the sapient species paradox. Ask yourself why a skeleton crew was studying that Alta Vitae gas in secret. Ask yourself why stockpiles were hidden on a planet full of monsters. Before we go any further, I want you to keep an open mind. Can you do that for me, Captain?
It depends what you mean by open. Vacant, certainly.
Aliens. I'm talking about aliens. They're the ones responsible for the deaths at 1084, and who knows what else. We have to put a stop to it.
Finally. I wondered why this sci-fi game hadn't had aliens in it up till now. Aliens? Aliens? Really? Say nothing. Aliens?
Hear me out.
Okay.
I'm saying it's aliens. I'm not asking you to like it. I'm not even asking you to believe it.
I do like
I
it.
need to act on this threat to the colony, and I can't do it alone.
Well, at least she doesn't expect us to believe it.
This doesn't feel at all right, Captain.
Why not? It's aliens.
The crew is skeptical. That's good. I don't want you walking into the unknown with blindfolds on.
That's what the crew's for.
I assume
They make
you
up
have questions.
for what I lack in IQ. I don't care what hallucinogens you're on. Skip to the part where I get paid. This is completely insane. A few. Yeah, I didn't know. With fucking spaceships. Who's to say there's not aliens out here? I'm aware maybe I'm coming across a bit too accepting of this. I'm not like, oh, there's definitely aliens out there, but you know, it's a fucking sci-fi game, sure.
If we're gonna see this through, I'll need your trust and commitment. Now's the time for setting doubts aside.
I mean, technically the Raptidons and the Mantiqueens are aliens, aren't they, surely? If they're native to these other planets, then they're technically aliens. I mean, fucking idiots on Earth call other Earthlings aliens, technically, so, you know, it's kind of a nebulous term. Which leads into this question. What exactly do you mean by aliens?
Conspiracy. One carried out with the help of human collaborators, assuming they haven't all been replaced. This is an invasion of our very cells. That damned gas is mixing our nucleon with halcyon biology to twist us, change us, make us more like those monsters on Monarch.
Well, that's a little different to aliens. That's like human experimentation. That's eugenics. That's not the same as aliens. I joined Sublight so I could do crimes, not save humanity. The little green bastards must pay. I haven't seen any evidence of aliens, unfortunately.
No kidding. That's how they want it. When I lined up the evidence in my spreadsheet, there was only one possible conclusion looking back at me. This is my data talking, not my anxiety or lack of sleep.
Maybe you shouldn't have brought those up all the same. You are sounding a bit... It's odd. I realise I'm more willing to accept the belief of aliens. It was only when she started saying the word conspiracy that red flags and alarm bells started kicking off. She's going to say that they're altering our DNA through the power of the 5G towers. How do you know I'm not an alien spy on a mission to silence you? Don't give her ideas. What needs to be done? I really don't know what to make of this, Haagen-Dazs. I don't know what to make of it.
If you don't believe me, go pay a visit to the puppet master who's working against her own kind.
Pardon?
Dr. Chartrand is the crooked psychopath behind the gas experiments. She sold out her species, and I need you to put a bullet through her skull.
Okay, so that does go somewhere. Well, I think she just said why she has to die.
She's a research scientist and a damn good one. Before UDL poached her, she engineered a 0.2% increase in cystipig juiciness.
I feel
now
sick.
She's doing the same thing with humanity.
She's
Her
making humanity more
fingerprints were
juicy.
all over Station 1084.
That's
You
terrible.
saw what she did to her team.
Yeah, this does seem oddly noble.
It's cute that you'd think that about me. I just want to add savior of humanity to my resume. I've got ambitions outside of this office, you know. Besides, this way Sublight gets first dibs on alien salvage.
So, I'm still not sure where the alien bit comes into this. Yeah, where is what?
We're far beyond theories. Chartrand's logs, the gas, the suspension tanks. How much proof do you need? Wake up, Captain.
Sheeple.
An invasion needs collaborators working from the shadows. She has access to the board, unlimited funds, and a colony full of sheep.
God, I said wake up, sheeple as a joke, and then the next line she starts talking about actual sheep. Oh dear. So Science 1. This almost feels like it could be a dumb dialogue option, you know? That's a bit odd. No, they did seem evil. They did seem thoroughly evil. But I'm interested in this dialogue option, so I'm going to say it.
Do you usually come across innocent people trapped in suspension tanks? Because some of us would call that excessive.
Well, technically,
Remember,
I was,
the tanks were just the shit
and
she
everyone
left
else on my
behind.
colony,
Just imagine
on my
the
colony
experiments
ship
she carted
was.
off to her next lab.
I suppose there's cryogenic suspension. Maybe that's different. I don't know. Sure, fuck it.
This key card will get you through the front door of her Byzantium estate. Don't ask how I got it. You might not like the answer.
Does it
By
involve
now, the
cystic
other
eggs?
side knows what you're doing. Don't trust anything Chartrand says. She's compromised down to the bone. Maybe even deeper than that.
Deeper than bone? Compromised down to the marrow? That sounds weird. Oh, okay, so it doesn't actually take us back to Cascadia, it takes us back to Byzantium, which works out alright, because we got to go back there anyway. But first, Fallbrook.
CMP near maple syrup. It's near this sweet breakfast.
Hello, I don't suppose you have anything amazing for sale?
Good to see you again.
No, not really. Didn't seem like it. Don't know why, just had an inkling that I should check a shop around here. Nope, fuck it.
Slap your whole family tonight.
Hup. Okie doke.
Ah, your face is a sight for sore ocular processors, Captain. Or rather, your headgear is.
You saying you like my hat? Guess that's fine. Fallbrook. Useful that we can go straight there, more or less.
We're now in orbit above Fallbrook, Captain.
Great. Fuck it. Not much reason to swap things up at the moment. Getting really, really hot now. Oh, God. I can't have the fan on because it fucks up with the microphone. And I can't have the windows open because I'm paranoid. Don't want people hearing all the dumb shit I'm saying. He says while broadcasting it publicly online, but, you know, it's different when it's IRL people, you know. Help if these loading screens weren't so bad. Ow. Right. Time to commit insurance fraud.
I see you're still in one piece. However, you never know when that could change. Consider our accidentally torn into tiny fragments coverage. Note that all of your fragments must be recovered and must be smaller than a standard bit cartridge for the payouts to kick in.
I need to do some insurance fraud, please.
I remember that one. That's the young socialite who broke her neck, right?
Of course, no one remembers me for the marauders I've killed or the bits I've stolen. Typical.
That claim was airtight. Our best investigators couldn't find an exclusion for that one.
Really? So her parents are particularly good at bullshitting. I guess that follows.
Are you serious?
Well, we interviewed the parents extensively. They had plenty of awkward childhood stories that illustrated their daughter's clumsiness and capriciousness.
Oh, I see.
Hey, those are entirely made up.
Furthermore, the claim spurred a whole line of fashion-related policies. It's become a very lucrative market.
Okay, how do I change
You
it?
can't, of course. Only Miss Fenhill can assign her beneficiaries. And she's dead. If we let every friend, relative, and acquaintance change a policy like that, people would do it all the time. Imagine the paperwork.
That's okay, she's actually alive. And she's here with us tonight. Behind door number there. It's her. She's there.
Of course she is. The paperwork says so.
No,
I like to think she's dead in spirit, but technically, legally, and regretfully, I'm still Marilyn Fanhill.
That's impossible. By all accounts, she was an elegant and classy woman with impossibly fine bone structure. That couldn't possibly be you.
That's gotta be the nicest thing anyone's said to me in a long while.
What? Okay, you're one of those, are you? Also, bit weird of a kind of zinger to throw out there, considering you two not only probably have the same bone structure, you seem to have almost identical character model faces.
Oh, you mean hypothetically? Well, hypothetically, you'd access the terminal in the back room that contains data on all our policies.
Great.
And you'd theoretically add the beneficiary of your choice.
Terrific.
But you wouldn't actually do that, of course. That would be fraud.
Perish the thought. Sure. Wink.
I think you have something in your eye.
I
Perhaps
do.
I can interest you in our ocular abnormality coverage.
I've got a wink in my... Never mind, fine.
That's for the best.
Yes.
What can I do for you?
Nothing.
We gotta talk.
Nope. Okay, now we can talk. If you can find your way over here.
You really did it. Give these payouts a few years and I'll be rolling in it.
Congratulations! If that's all you want, that's a fair point, I suppose. Could have just stayed in Byzantium. How does it feel to be a fraudster?
I've never been prouder to stand back and watch someone else work. I'm just glad my folks aren't gonna live off that awful story they made up.
Yeah, that's fair.
Maybe now they'll have to go back to real jobs.
On Byzantium, that doesn't seem likely. Yeah.
Maybe as line holders or warm bodies?
I don't know what a line holder is, and a warm body probably isn't what I think it is.
Oh, sure. You've got to wait in line for just about anything in Byzantium. And not everyone has the time or inclination to do it themselves.
Oh, it's that straightforward.
As for warm bodies, some companies like to keep extra workers on site to look more productive.
Oh, that's fairly straightforward as well. Okay, I thought it was going to be some, I don't know, some policy insurance stock thing that would be complicated. But no, they literally mean, I will pay you to wait in the queue for me, and we literally need more numbers of people standing around so it looks like we employ more people than we do. It looks like we're doing more work than we are. Huh, alright then. And they just do nothing.
Oh no, there's lots of paper shuffling and pen clicking that goes on.
Hmm.
The really good ones know how to leave sticky notes in just the right places. See, this is why I had to get out of Byzantium. Not sure what comes next for me, though. I've never been much of a planner.
Why not plan things?
Maybe you haven't noticed, but you can't even count on a bribe making it into the right pocket. What's the point of planning for anything around here?
I guess that makes sense. That's the kind of thinking that's running this place into the crapper. It's kind of already there, I think. Yeah, I guess there isn't one.
Anyway, enough of that. You did a job for me, so here's your fee.
Alright, sure. I mean, yeah, I wasn't really doing it for the money. It was... I mean, I was willing to kill your parents because of how shitty they were, but apparently that was a step too far. Some people are so fickle.
Don't make it weird. Even you've got to be in it for the money now and then. Why else would you go through all this trouble?
I just said why. You're my friend. This is what friends do. They exchange R's for W's.
You sure? Because my kind of friends will pick your pocket clean while they're getting hammered with you.
I'm not that kind of friend. Friendship is important. What else are we fighting for, if not for the people we care about? The real outer worlds were the friends we made along the way.
You don't have to get all mushy about it.
No, I don't, but
Still,
it was funnier that
maybe
way.
You've got a point. Maybe it's good to watch someone's back now and then so that one day they watch yours.
Exactly.
So, you just keep the money. One of us has to look out for your interests.
Sure. Yeah, also, I remember now, from the very beginning, you didn't like being in debt to anyone.
It's nothing personal. It's just the closest thing I've got to a code. Anyway, enough of the touchy-feelies, huh?
Yeah, I suppose this is a lot more conversation than we normally get from you, so... Alright. Jeez. And she got a perk, much like Felix did for his thing. Shit, didn't mean to do that. Beyond the grave. Cost of bribes minus 50%. Huh. Useful. I don't think we've bribed a single person so far, but... Oh well, good to know. Something just occurred to me. We're unlikely to find many marauders on Byzantium. If we want a marauder helmet, this might be the place to get it. I don't think they sell that shit in vending machines. So it might be worth just heading outside for a moment. Yeah, no, didn't think so. Hopefully we can find a group of them pretty easy here. It's either marauders or, you know, raptidons or mantiqueens out here, isn't it? So then we can fast travel back to the ship and that should work out. It should work out all right. Hello, cannibals. I need to steal your headpiece. Hold on. What am I doing here? Where's it gone? Where's our gun gone? I'm blind. It's there. Right. Then we swap that for that. Cool. That's a marauder. That'll do nicely. Hello.
Come down. Don't mess with us.
There was more than one of you. I know that much. Oh, okay. They're completely oblivious, it seems. Well, that'll... Oh, shit. No, that's not good. We need one of you to die and leave behind your armor.
Huh?
Here we go.
Oh, I don't think that actually happened. That'll do.
Nothing personal, I swear.
Mining helmet, that should count, right? Marauder helmet, yep, that looks like it'll do. Actually, I should just check. It was the helmet we were missing, wasn't it? That'd be awkward, wouldn't it? Yeah. Oh, well, yeah. And then we got 2 of the clothing. Groovy. Right, we can head on back now. Okay, so I think we will save Pavati's date because that, I mean, that just sounds incredibly awkward, and I probably don't have the brain power for it at the moment. Not that I really have the brain power for Byzantium, but I guess in my mind I've decided that the lesser of 2 evils is a actually evil and, you know, tremendously corrupt planet is less
Didn't
evil.
I request no more fertilizer shipments be brought on board?
Sorry?
Who keeps ordering these?
I'm curious who ordered the woolly cows. Since when were they a thing? Alright. Hi guys. It seems like a measly amount of straw, but alright. Well. But yeah, so I guess to my mind the corporate hell of Byzantium is not as bad as trying to hold a date for someone. So that says something interesting about me, I'm sure.
We are now in orbit above Byzantium, Captain.
Groovy. Right, let's... Who exactly do we want to bring on this shindig? Gonna say Ellie, and we haven't seen what Felix thinks of it. This is where all his favourite TV shows are made after all, so maybe he'll have some qualms about the inevitable massacre that will probably happen. That'd be awkward, especially since we're now a TV star apparently. That happened last time. Right. Oh, that doesn't open, does it? Right. No, we know what's down there. We need to find the elevator. There we are. No, see, that's not good at all. You guys do not look the part at all. This is corporate swanky town. You have to look swanky. That's just how it is, I'm afraid. You can keep the eye patch on, Ellie. I guess that's fine. But Felix, this isn't going to do. You look like a junkyard. Plaid. Well, that looks revolting. That'll do. You can have some shades, I guess. Cool. That's better. Now we look like corporate schmoozers. Yeah, thank Christ. That was getting a little awkward there.
Why can't something exciting happen around here for once? Nothing wrong with stability.
Almost. I almost made her life exciting there. But I didn't save anytime soon, so I probably shouldn't do that.
Anti-Cleo's energizing ointment. Enjoy 6 cups worth of concentrated caffeine at every dawn.
So what are we actually heading for at the moment? That's the main thing. We should... Let's get the assassination out of the way, shall we? Might be an idea. It's over there. Oh, we could kind of skip our way there. That'll do. That's still weird seeing...
I'll keep it down.
Still not used to seeing them as dogs, I've got to be honest with you. Or as pets, rather. I know they're not dogs, but dog equivalent. Break my knees. Told you, break my knees. Always happens. Oh, I'm not supposed to be here. That's... Oh, okay. Well, at least we have a disguise for it. That could have fucked up pretty immediately otherwise. That'd be the UDL chip we got then. So this must be... her house? No. But UDL is probably the security here, so that's how that works. Hi guys. Really? Just straight through the front door? Is that how we're doing this? Got a feeling things might be about to go very far south. So it's always worth saving. Just looking at this troll-like figure. I guess that's meant to be like a raptidon, but on 2 legs. Or maybe it's an entirely fabricated thing, I'm not sure. Never can tell with the propaganda. Probably don't need the sniper rifle in here, do we? If I had to take a guess. Shrink ray, though.
No magazines, no posters, not a Rizzo's in sight. What a pile.
Uh-huh. No people in sight either. That's curious. Cascadia compromised. Yeah, I would say so. I received a message that an unauthorized user was looking through the files on my Cascadia terminal. That'd be me. Maybe some marauder with 2 firing brain cells. You're half right. Maybe not. I hope whoever it is understands that the sacrifices made on Monarch and 1084 serve a higher purpose. One day, when all of us have attained a new state of being, humanity may forgive my sins. Humanity normally doesn't, if any other fiction is anything to go by. My worst suspicions are confirmed. 1084 was ransacked. Who knows what became of the suspension tanks, my team. As usual, my handlers on the board are no help. Until I deliver results they can replicate, package, and disperse to the general population. They desire only silence and obedience from the likes of me. Yeah, almost as if you shouldn't work for them. Yet another relocation. Circumstances were hardly optimal at the primary and secondary labs. Political instability pulled Cascadia out from under me. I thought it was the Raptidons. Anyway, and some combination of cabin fever and paranoia soured 1084. No, it wasn't either of those. It was the fact they were experimenting on each other because you wouldn't give them test subjects. Oh dear. Perhaps my home in steadfast Byzantium will offer the retreat I need, though I miss working alongside colleagues. I know that I hardly deserved the ones I so enjoyed, the ones I lost. Remorse? The work continues in isolation and loneliness, perhaps as it should. Are they going to try and complicate this moral decision? I've got a feeling they will. The first extraterrestrials. Now this is what I want to hear about. Aliens. Give me the aliens. Ever since our species became aware of itself, we imposed our superiority on the worlds we touched. Colonialism worked for a time. I suppose that's true. But our oldest trick didn't work in Halcyon, did it? Now we are the ones who must bow to a force greater than ourselves. Really? What force is that? Can you attach a picture, please? We are the ones who must adapt. Update. Wine makes me too introspective. Perhaps I'll balance it out with vodka. Oof. Laboratory sealed. Laboratory unsealed. Hacking. So there's a secret lab here. Am I playing Resident Evil again? Guess it's through here. Well, that's not very secret, is it? Oh, you know it's sinister when they don't even give you elevator music.
That's top of the line equipment. Better than most hospitals even.
Uh-huh. Yep, this definitely looks like a spooky science lab. Alright, Chartrand.
That's far enough. What are you doing here? How did you even get inside?
Long story. Lilya Haagen-Dazs sent me to kill you. I'm the one asking the questions. Your alien mind tricks won't fool me. Or just attack her. Fuck it, we'll go with this. We're dumb. We're stupid.
My what? Let's talk about this. Please. I think there's been a crucial misunderstanding.
There's been a great many misunderstandings throughout this playthrough. You're a crucial misunderstanding. How can I not say that?
Okay. Just stay calm and let me explain.
See how her expression changed once she realizes she's dealing with a half-wit?
It isn't here. All I'm doing is trying to keep Halcyon alive.
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing, Doctor? This information is beyond classified.
Oh, I didn't see you there.
You can write me up in your report. It hardly matters. I'm researching a new way to feed the colony. The crops we transplanted from Earth don't give us the nutrients we need. Our colonists might not realize it yet, but they're starving.
All the food here does seem pretty shit. In fact, I'm not sure you brought anything from Earth, the way they were describing how artificial everything is here. Like, I'm guessing the cysty pigs aren't from Earth, or I hope not, anyway. You're telling me this was all about vegetables?
Our produce might get us through the day, but we're getting weaker as a species, and sicker. The food we grow here barely sustains human life. The colony won't last under these conditions. So, the board let me approach the problem from a different angle. I believe that I could adapt humans to live on Halcyon's terms. That I could change us. Give us the ability to derive sustenance from the nutrients the food does have.
A second appendix? Is that where you're going with this? We can eat grass or something. I don't know. There's sort of a point this, although she's sort of going about it a kind of arse backwards way. But there is truth that, you know, man cannot live on Oreos alone. Yeah, this is pretty much where my mind is at, I suppose.
I see. How do I put this so you'll understand?
Very, very...
Halcyon, our colony...
Oh god, look at the
Food
patronization.
here doesn't feed us real good. So, I want to change Earth humans into Halcyon humans. Yes?
Thank you, finally. I've been waiting for somebody to explain all this in layman's terms.
I'm glad you understand. I hope you also understand how important my research is.
Oh dear. Well, at least Felix is on the same wavelength as us. As a fritzy and weaker signal as that may be. Yeah, you got a bunch of people in test tubes back on the thing. That's not cool. I'm not even sure they were down with it, to be honest with you. So you got to answer for that.
I know. I was there. Thomas was the first to take the gas. A simple test, he said. I told him not to, but he insisted. We learned a lot from his autopsy. Enough that we could try it on each other and know when to stop. No one else died. I must find a cure so his sacrifice isn't in vain.
No one else died? That seems like you're getting away on a technicality there. You know, we hooked them all up to a life support system indefinitely. They're all in indefinite comas, so technically no one died. You know? I'm not sure it holds up in court. Yeah, you burned through a lot of valuable scientists to arrive at 0 solutions.
I wouldn't allow us to experiment on convicts or the unemployed. It's wrong, no matter what the law says. Everyone agreed.
Hell.
We accepted the risks. I'm desperate. I've already asked all the best institutes on Earth for help. Years ago, we sent a message out on the Cornelius Vanderbilt, but heard nothing back.
On the Cornelius... Okay, Cornelius Vanderbilt is a ship. Right, I wasn't sure about that.
It's been missing for over 2 years now. They never re-established contact after the skip to Earth. Of course, the board is keeping that under wraps.
Imagine losing something with that many guns on it.
Board cover-ups? Vessels disappearing into the aether? Sounds like the work of aliens to me.
Oh, Felix is all on board.
The board is uneasy about letting the colony know, seeing as half of their military
Felix has been, you know,
trace.
He's jumping right in. He's been zeitgeisted. He's part of the conspiracy. It's all the 5G towers. Right. Lilya sent me after a conspiracy, but it looks like I found a cover-up instead. Colonists might get unruly if they realise there was only one boot on their neck. True, I suppose.
Oh, nothing wrong with colonists getting unruly. Could be a real boost to the pitchfork industry.
The board also has its brand to uphold. If you can't trust the brand, what else is there?
Oh, Jesus Christ. That's a... Ugh. Yep, that's a skin-crawling kind of phrase. So what now? You want to keep going on the entire population? It's clearly not working. I would, you know, why aren't you experimenting on the food rather than the people? Or maybe they already tried that, I don't know.
Once we can replicate a success, the board will move to rewire our nucleon. With any luck, our next generation will be eating and thriving off halcyon crops.
Knowing what the board considers a success, that doesn't give me a lot of hope.
I don't understand a word she said, but I don't like her tone one bit.
We haven't made enough strides to advance the plan. Hardly any at all. But we have to keep trying.
Do you, though? Do you have to keep trying?
You could always shoot me. I assume that's why you're here.
It
If I
is.
die, there's no one who can reproduce our work. Every sacrifice will have been for nothing. And we'll be no closer to a solution that feeds the colony.
That's an interesting option. Work with... I mean... Phineas himself is potentially not 100% trustworthy, but I certainly trust him more than her or any other kind of board stooge. Keep working with the board on a plan to save that. No. Interesting. We can also get opinions from our colleagues. I kind of wish we could have got that on some of the other choices. Although unfortunately Ellie doesn't have much of a conscience and Felix doesn't have much.
I try not to, at least when it comes to the moral dilemmas. Lilya Haagen's a useful ally to have, but I'll back you up either way.
Everything I did was for the good of the colony. Consider that.
thanks. Just sit right on that fence. Felix, do you even know what's going on? I feel like it's just, you know, a little oh, what's the tune? I know the tune that's going around in his head, like some Ferris wheel thing.
You know how I feel, boss. If you're a cog in the corporate apparatus, your face is pretty much fair game. That's my motto.
Yeah.
I hope you know what you're doing, Captain. I leave it in your hands.
Oh, I wish you wouldn't. Alright then. I feel like this is the best sort of thing we've got without going from one extreme to the other. Even though Phineas is fucking creepy and weird, he does seem to at least have a conscience, I think.
The one on the wanted posters? They say he's an anarchist. A madman, a butcher. I'll do it.
Oh.
What choice do I have, Commander?
That didn't take much convincing.
If working with Wells is the only way I can save the colony, then I will damn well do it.
Alright.
I need to get out of here. Phineas can contact me when he's ready to work together.
Cool.
For now, I'd better pack up the lab and head somewhere discreet.
Alright.
Not so fast. Captain, what you just learned is beyond your clearance. Hell, it's beyond mine. Give me one reason why I should let you walk out of here alive.
What if I gave you 2,915 reasons? Because I can't really walk out of here if I'm dead?
Wrong answer.
Shit.
Looks like we're doing this.
Die, tiny man. No, the whole point is I can hit him with something smaller because I shrunk him. Oh dear, this is all going to shit. Oh dear, we figured it might. Right, pump ourselves full of drugs. We might get through this. I'm actually more worried about Chartrand now. If something's going to fuck up if she dies in the crossfire. That's a bit worrying. We will see. What else do I got? Toughening? No, we need a toughening thing. Where's the skin toughener? That's the one. Armor rating, got the same difference. Cheers. I'm aware plasma was not the right thing to be using on them, but there we are. Oh fuck, what did I do there? Christ. Oh, I forgot the level of scope that I had on that thing. Thanks, Felix. It certainly wasn't good either, though. Let's be honest. Did she make it? Oh, she did. Alright then. And the board are pissed off with us, but yeah, who gives a fuck? What an absolute mess. Bit of a shame that there weren't actually any aliens. I had a feeling that might be the case. This game seems to take the cynical fake out route where it can, but you know. Anything else to say, or?
I hope Dr. Wells has the resources to handle this project.
He's got a bunch of pigs. I know that much.
Hey! Stop! What do you think you're doing?
Really? Really? You're gonna have a go at me for stealing after what I just uncovered on you? I'm not even doing anything, so shut the fuck up.
Oh. I guess, never mind then.
Yeah, never mind then. Fucking weirdo. Alright, well, Sublight won't be too happy with us, but did feel a bit bad about potentially ignoring... I mean, she could have been bullshitting about the whole starvation thing, but... I don't know. You read the descriptions on some of the food here. It seems like it would add up. Purified water, now with 99% more artificial water, you know. Shit like that. Right, now we'll head back to the main quest, which is somehow getting into where Chairman Clarke is. Chairman... Oh, what? Didn't he have a absolutely ridiculous first name? It was like Altutius or something. Altutius Clarke. Right. Is he up there? No, he's not up there. I thought he was up there. Ah, that was it, because there was a guy in the... If we can talk to one of his boozed up security guards, we might figure out a way in. Billingsley's House of Inebriation. It's still a fantastic name for a pub. Hello. Can I buy you a drink or 12?
Hey, stand back. You...
Guess I don't even need to.
I'm part of Minister Clarke's personal detail, and that means you gotta keep 5 feet back at all times.
Social distancing, I know. Are you supposed to drink on the job?
Of course not. But I'm not on the job right now. The others took me out to celebrate on account of me just getting hired and all.
Perfect, you're the new guy. What's so important about guarding Minister Clarke, even though I know, but you know.
He's basically the most important person in the colony, which makes me the most important guard in the colony.
Yeah, that scans.
That means I got a key to the minister's estate, my own personal UDL issued shotgun. They don't give those out to just anyone.
No, I bet. A key, you say? Can you show me it? I bet it's really shiny.
That's right. Not just anyone is allowed to have a key to Minister Clarke's residence. It's all very high level.
Yeah, how about I buy you another drink?
That's a great idea. I'll have a Spectrum vodka.
I already have one because I'm carrying around a shit ton of alcohol for reasons.
Cheers to me. Hey, you're really great. Have I told you that? We should be friends.
Damn, if only it was that easy in real life.
Listen to me. I'm soaked. I should probably slow down before I'm face down on the tile somewhere.
Or you could speed up.
Who am I kidding? I could have another. You got another?
I do. Oh, I don't. Hang on, what can you tell me about him? I've got plenty of other booze, I'm sure I can find it.
He's medium height with like medium colored hair and like a kind of a medium face. Just like in his posters.
Medium face. I'm going to start using that as a description for people. He's got a medium face.
Everyone tells me he's very private, okay? Besides, I just started.
2 seconds. Do we really not have any more vodka? I thought we had shit tons of it at some point. Got cider. Liqueur. wine, whiskey, everything but vodka. Well, fuck it, maybe we can buy some from this chap. Hello.
Please allow me to improve your drinking experience with fine cocktails and pre-approved banter.
Pre-approved banter.
Request confirmed. Banter protocol activated. Welcome, attractive patron, to Billingsley's House of Inebriation. Studies have shown that drinking in the vicinity of extremely valuable objects, such as this automechanical bartender, can enhance the quality of your intoxication.
Top bants. Anyway, Spectrum vodka. And let's buy a couple, because we don't know quite what this guy's limit is.
Hey, you look familiar. Have we met before?
I'm your father.
It's not every day you get your dream job, right?
No, not every day you lose it either.
Wow! You've got, like, this crazy energy. Has anyone ever told you that? You're like a manosaur. You got a manosaur energy. Oh, Laws. I gotta stop. I'm seeing at least 2 of you.
Fuck it, have another.
I really shouldn't. I'll have the worst hangover tomorrow if I don't stop.
Can't have a hangover if you never stop drinking.
You've got another in you. Doctor's orders.
See, she's a doctor.
I can't argue with that.
Nailed it.
Yeah. Was that one supposed to taste like purple berry crunch? Or am I just tasting breakfast? I don't feel so good. I think I'm gonna be sick.
Are you gonna be sick? You gonna be sick on Felix? That would be awkward. You dodged a bullet there. Oh shit! Oh fuck! I thought he was gonna be sick. I didn't think he was gonna fucking die. No, no! Be quiet! Be quiet! Level up! Jesus Christ! Oh god! Yeah, and that's the most tonally dissonant level up we've had yet. Da, 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 staring at a dead body. Oh. Alright, well, I didn't quite mean to do that, but you know. You saw nothing. Ends justify the means, I guess. Now we can get in there. Alright then. Hello.
Take your best shot, asshole.
Oh fuck. Well, it's a good job we saved then, isn't it? Because apparently they're not happy with that.
Hey boss, watch this.
Right, guess we're reloading. So we then need to find a... Wait, no, it's not going to be at the bottom, is it? You idiot. Right. We need to find a back entrance or talk to that guy first and show him that we're on the up and up. Okay, round 2. Hopefully this goes a bit better. Hello, don't kill us.
There's nothing to see here. Move along.
Chasing us off already? This feels familiar.
Ma'am, please don't cause a scene.
I want you to know I'm holding back for your sake.
I appreciate it.
Do you have any actual business here, or...?
Yes, I'm here for Minister Clarke, and I have a key and everything, so let me in.
That's funny. The Minister isn't expecting visitors, and you don't much look like one of those couriers from HPS.
He was expecting a delivery?
Minister Clarke's a private man, and you're asking too many questions.
Alright. To the post office, I guess. So we don't just need a key, we need a reason to get it. I suppose that makes sense. So yeah, and then maybe do we have to dress up like a delivery guy as well? We'll see, I suppose. Let me over. What would a delivery guy even look like in this universe? Could look like what I look like now, with the top hat and everything. Put the gun away, you're in the post office. Oh, okay, that's not allowed. Olive Yates, hello.
Well, you're getting an early start on the day's parcels, aren't you? Welcome to Halcyon Parcel Service. Deliveries guaranteed within standard margins of accuracy.
Why does everyone here have to have a weird lipstick thing going on? Hers is slightly less weird, I'll grant it, but you know.
We do, in fact, have a parcel here for a Mr. Clarke, Minister.
I'm here to pick that up.
You're not an official member of the Halcyon Parcel Service team. That means you'll have to sign a release form.
That's fine. How do I do that?
Oh, I'd have to submit a request for a release form, and then wait for a receipt for my request of a release form. Then you'd have to make an appointment.
How long does that take?
Couldn't say. We've got a backlog, and I'm planning on retiring in the next 35 years, but I could give my successor a memo on your behalf.
Fuck. I don't have time for that. Is there any other way?
You're welcome to lodge a complaint in our suggestion box. Actually, no. We're still waiting on our delivery of a new suggestion box.
Fuck's sake. The minister's here in Byzantium. I'll make the delivery and you're free to take the credit. Will that work? Maybe.
You do that? Wow. Hey, you know, a positive review from the minister would go a long way in my semi-monthly employment audit.
Yeah.
Here's your parcel to be delivered to Mr. Clarke, Minister. Law speed.
Thanks. Oh wow, I thought we'd have to go further into this place, but apparently not. Probably several ways you can do that. Wanda Chen.
I'm afraid I can't help you at the moment. Have a prosperous day.
Also, they didn't seem to have any issue with us wandering in the back. I didn't even see a front door, so you know. We won't break in there just yet because I've got a feeling it might set off an alarm. Or rather that we can't do it without being seen. Okay, so this is going to be a bit of a weird, I guess, artistic license or suspension of disbelief. If we can now walk up to that same guard and say, hello, we are in fact the postman that we only discovered was a thing after talking to you. Can you let us in now? And he doesn't, you know, raise any eyebrows at that. That's going to be a bit, yeah, which is a sound rather than a word, but I guess it conveys what I'm trying to say.
Out with it, you wretched contraption!
I mean, hopefully he does do that because that's easier for us, just less realistic. Wait a minute.
There's nothing to see here. Move along.
Mr. Postman. I am the postman.
Yeah? Let's see it.
Here it is, the post.
Looks like your papers are in order.
Are
All
they?
right. Go on through.
Okay, I mean, yeah, sure, they are. I guess they are. Great. Cheers. Yes, I suppose it was quite a unintentionally accurate impression of a honk, a goose honk. See, I probably couldn't intentionally do one as well as I do accidentally. Oh god, I wish I wouldn't start with the gun pointed at people's faces. Right, okay, we're here, Swanky Town. Mr. Big OG. Oh. Not that great then, is it? Could do with some redecorate. Or is that an aesthetic thing? I can't tell. Don't mind me, just staring at the ceiling. So this is the big number 2 in Halcyon, and I mean that in every sense of the word. There's Chairman Rockwell and there's Minister Clarke. So what exactly is our plan with this again? I forget. We just need to speak to him? Because he's hoarding the chemical that we need. Ah, shit. This is going to be a conversation battle. We're not good at those. Okay. Here goes nothing. Tell you what, actually. Let's level up first, so we are a bit better at conversations. The only conversational skill we've actually put much effort into is lying, so let's improve that if we can. Get that up to 90. Hopefully we can lie our way through this entire thing, although, don't know.
How did you get in here?
I just came in through the door.
You're not one of my guards. What are you doing here?
I don't know if I trust this so-called minister fella, if that is his real name.
Shut the fuck up, Felix.
So this is one of the guys who runs the colony, huh? Small room for a big shot.
Shut the fuck up, Ellie.
If
He's
this is about
right
another
in front of us.
wave clip or radio spot, you may kindly fuck off, as the parlance goes. I'm not doing any more.
No, it's not. I've just got a parcel for you. Sorry we missed you. Yeah, why would I want something? No, I feel like I've got to be careful with this. No, don't cut the crap. The only way to talk to this guy is with crap. What are you talking about? I don't know.
Slowly and loudly, Aloysius. That's the only way these morons understand anything.
That was his name, Aloysius.
I said, you may tell Charles to go fuck himself.
Oh. Sorry, Charlie. You've been called out. Who is Charles and why are we yelling?
Chairman Rock! Oh, terribly sorry. I thought you were part of Rockwell's PR team. But if you're not, that means you're a dissident? A real live dissident?
Finally! High time we got the recognition we deserve.
I don't know about this.
So affable. Why, you're nothing like the crazed hooligans the board loves to caricature. But what are you doing here? And how did you get in?
Well, this has taken a strange turn. He's more of a moron than I thought, or he doesn't care that we're not the postman. Oh, this is very strange. You think I'm a dissident?
My friend, the slightest demonstration of independent thought or action renders one a dissident in the board's rather expansive definition of the term.
Of course it does.
Which is why I'm dying to know what brought you here.
I need your fancy chemical.
Drugs, of course. What else? Why did I get my hopes up? Back to idiot speak.
If you don't mind.
I don't have any drugs. You should try a vending machine or a purveyor of curative goods.
I ain't buying it, boss. I said we check him for drugs.
Will that be all, then?
Uh-huh. I have records proving you're holding come on, we've said this several times already. Dimethyl sulfoxide. They're not drugs, they're chemicals. They're not rocks, they're minerals. And if you haven't been ordering them, who has? I didn't come all this way to play games. It's your name on the receipts. I don't want to start getting ballsy. He's got security just like right outside. Why do you keep talking like that?
Stars, they're getting denser by the day.
Stars are?
I shall endeavor to speak more slowly. Is this better?
No. Slower and louder and into my good ear. Oh, this is fun. I'm going to keep going with it.
Was that a joke? Sarcasm, even? Oh, this is such a relief. You've no idea how long it's been since I spoke with someone intelligent enough for irony.
Cool. So, about them chemicals.
This again? I really don't know about any chemicals.
Uh-huh.
Process of elimination. The only other person with access? Of course. It's Rockwell again. Who else? And I thought he was only holding me here to keep me out of the way.
That makes sense. Number 1 and number 2 vying for power, not getting on. That's useful for us.
You are a quick study, indeed.
Oh, from a moron to a quick study.
I've long suspected Rockwell of transacting business in my name, but this proves it.
Yeah, sure. It's always someone else who ordered the hookers and energizing ointment.
Please, this is important.
I just realised
whatever it is that brought
Ellie's
you
wearing the same thing that he
Rockwell's
is.
The one behind it.
This is... We went through so much to just reach you. We're not going to be able to reach Rockwell, especially.
How should I know? I've been under house arrest for years. But there is a way to find out.
So you're
and
not
perhaps
actually private.
to set things right. Whatever Rockwell's doing, he'll be doing it from the HHC headquarters. Your best lead is to look for details in his office.
If by look for details he means knock things about and take what we like, count me in.
That's usually how we do
That's certainly one way of doing things. Far be it from me to dictate your methods.
We really gonna do this? Getting involved is a messy business, and it rarely pays.
This is about more than bits. This is about the survival of the colony. If you don't help, who will? Why, this is starting to sound like an issue of Dissident Hunter.
I don't know, if we can use one of the higher-ups to backstab an even higher-up, then it might work for now. We've got little other option other than just gunning our way into the building. Yeah, you're getting a bit giddy now. What's going on?
Are you not? We're talking about busting into the chairman's office here.
We're discussing industrial espionage, legal redress, the possible salvation of Halcyon. Is this not exhilarating?
It's
also,
suspicious.
This is the longest conversation I've had with someone else in quite some time.
Ah, well, that explains it then. If you're the best this colony has to offer, we're screwed. How do I get into HHC headquarters?
Via the Acropolis district, of course. That's where the most important corporate and government facilities are.
Right.
But only board employees are allowed into the district. There's a heavily guarded checkpoint just down the street.
Right, that's what we saw
There
earlier.
might be a route through the maintenance tunnels, but I'm afraid I don't know specifics. Most people avoid the area for obvious reasons.
Luckily, we're well acquainted with the maintenance tunnels after we saw what the retirement plan was. What do we do once we're in the district?
When you reach the HHC building, this access card should get you up to the executive suites, where the chairman's office and what used to be my office are. Oh, I haven't been allowed up there in years. I shudder to think what Rockwell's done with the place. A gilded minibar, perhaps? A personal theater. The man has too much money and too little sense. The board's lackeys are none too bright. I simply claimed I'd lost it and hid it somewhere no one would think to look.
Up your ass. Was it up your ass?
I merely hid it in a book.
Oh,
no one
okay.
reads anything longer than a few pages around here. There are a few advantages to dealing with imbeciles.
Okay, well, cheers, I guess.
Rockwell has one of the only terminals capable of transmitting to the Earthbound message drone. This is our chance. Please, take this and transmit it from his office. Rockwell hasn't given me any messages from Earth for years. He's desperate to keep me out of contact with the Earth Directorate. But they need to know what's happening here.
So they're just completely unaware all this time, and Rockwell's gone mad with power? That's, interesting. So is this an SOS you're asking me to send out?
What isn't on it is the real question. I've gathered meeting minutes, internal messages, sustainability reports, and more, all exposing the corruption and mismanagement plaguing Halcyon. Once the rest of the Earth Directorate sees it, they'll have to send help.
You're awful trusting for a guy who's been locked in his own house for years.
My thoughts exactly.
The Earth Directorate is our best hope. Even Rockwell's resources are no match. And it is hardly in their interest to let Halcyon crash.
Wondering what his angle is here. How long will it take for Earth to get back to us? Seeming, I would imagine, a long time, since we're in an entirely different system.
Depending on the nature of their response, months at least, perhaps years.
Yeah.
Organizing and sending personnel all the way out here is no mean feat.
I mean, yeah, it's something.
And now I entrust it to you. Good luck, and trust no one in the Acropolis district.
I trust no one in this entire city, so, you know, carry out, start as we mean to go on, really. Oh, and all of these are just out there. I'm going to have a look around your place, to be honest with you. Why did you knock this over? Did you get into a tantrum while playing a board game? That's not fair. You've got a candle. That might be the first candle we've seen in this entire game. Candles are rare in the future. That's a book. Also, what? A bunch of weird conspiracy-looking Illuminati shit there. Well, let's go out here. If only so we can jump off the balcony. Right. That's looking like... Oh, I guess we did... No, that's about 2 hours. We started about 10 minutes late, but we've gone about 10 minutes over, so it's all good. Also, if I carry on any longer, either my brain or my internal organs will start to melt. So, you know. But yeah, so it seems we might be meeting Chairman Rockwell sooner than I thought. Although I suppose if we do that mission correctly, ideally we won't run into him at all, but I imagine something will go wrong. Ooh, game didn't like that. And that's the way down. So this is the way down if you shot your way through the level, I guess. Oh, is that not a thing? No? Very specific way down then. I see. Well, that's all for now. cheers for watching, any who did. Likewise, thanks for watching if you're watching this on YouTube. See you again, hopefully, if you do decide to tune in again, in a couple of days. And we'll head into the Acropolis district and the even smarmier side of the corporate city. Right. Until next time then, I hope wherever you are it's not as hot as where it is here, because Jesus fuck. Right. See you later. Maybe. Goodbye, at any rate.